The Consultant is set after Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2. And what I think is what you notice in this one shot is just how very, very basic it actually is. It's a very, very simple one shot, and doesn't throw a lot at the audience. It's probably perhaps, one of the... Yeah, and it's just really, really basic. And we basically see Phil Coulson and Agent Sitwell discuss the possibility that Abomination might be in the Avengers. On the team of Avengers, I should say. We also learn that General Ross is ensuring that the Abomination stays in the hands of the government. And it's also said that the Abomination is basically like Hero, and he's not a villain, and he's actually a protector, which is really, really interesting. So Coulson and Sitwell, in an effort to kind of ensure that the Abomination doesn't get into the Avengers Initiative, sent in the Consultant, who we see at the end of Incredible Hulk, who is, as we know, Tony Stark. And basically this leads into the Abomination being contained in a cell, which we learn in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So looking more deeply into this one shot, we can see tiny bits of added story and added layers that the movies can't necessarily add. And it throws just enough at the audience to make audiences go, oh, that's what happened to that character. This one shot, however, is not very well done. I like how basic it is, and it's really, really simple. It's just two guys sitting in a cafe talking. The problem is it utilizes a lot of clips from Iron Man and Incredible Hulk. And the problem is with that is it takes away the identity of the one shot. You'll find in future one shots how really basic ideas are done really, really well. But this one shot really is more of a clip show than an interesting, compelling piece. But it does basically give us more understanding of how Iron Man connects with the Incredible Hulk. Which is good because Incredible Hulk is, in my opinion at least, the movie that is the most further away from continuity than the other movies. As I said before, I like the subtlety of the cafe scene. And we can sort of see the the friendship that Sitwell and Coulson have with one another. And it's very interesting as well because Coulson is the epitome, or is basically the person who is S.H.I.E.L.D. Phil Coulson holds to the standards of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's very interesting because Sitwell, as we find out in Winter Soldier, actually is Hydra. So it's a very interesting scene when you look at the wider Marvel continuity and actually go, he's a bad guy and Coulson is a good guy. And it's very interesting to see that early relationship, that early friendship. However, as a one-shot, it doesn't establish very much. And there's nothing new being told here. We could probably work out a lot of it through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the movies. The one-shot references Bruce Banner as well, and it also references the Science Council, which is a huge element in Avengers and Winter Soldier, Tony Stark, and finally the Abomination. Bruce Banner has just recently destroyed a city, but this isn't actually true because it was the Abomination that caused most of the damage. And it's very interesting to see how the government still see Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Whereas Abomination is praised as a war hero, Bruce Banner is praised as basically a villain. The Abomination story kind of is continued in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We basically learned that Abomination was eventually contained in a cryo cell at one of the prisons that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. controls. Tony Stark is the consultant that we see in Incredible Hulk and was established at the end of Iron Man 2. It was nice to see the connection. Again, it's mostly all clips, and we kind of knew that. And we kind of could have guessed what that was going to be. We also get a mention of the Science Council. Now, the council. This is the first reference to this council. Who play major roles in Avengers and Winter Soldier. This is a nice little hint at that. And it's also interesting with Abomination that Abomination could very well be freed now. So he could very well be at large in the Marvel continuity and may come back. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my consultant review. I hope you are enjoying these this Marvel continuity review. And if you want to see the next review, click on the link here, and you will go on to the next review, which should be the Marvel one-shot, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you click on the link when it's there. And yeah, bye.